Good morning and welcome to the live draw for the 2024 Scottish Matchplay Championships. I'm joined by the owner, greenkeeper, many titles that you have, Anna Anderson of the 2023 Scottish FootGolf Course of the Year. Anna, how's the course looking?
It's looking good, Callum. We've been working real hard, especially on the championship course, because obviously last year it was very new, so this year it's much more mature, and there's a nice selection of rough for people to get stuck in, so it's looking good.
Yes, it's looking good. Some new changes to the course for this season just to keep it freshened up for everybody. But you're all here to watch the live draw, so I'll explain how this will work. The draw is going to be split into 3 sections. So the first section that we will draw will be the women's format. So I will quickly just go over the brief structure of that, and then we'll go to draw those groups. So the women's section consists of 6 players playing on the Sunday only, and that will be drawn between groups A and B, which will be 2 groups of 3 players. The top 2 from each group then progress to the semi-finals, and then obviously onto the finals, where the 2 bottom place players will also then play for 5th and 6th place. So we will start to draw Group A.
Okey-doke. All right, first out we have, it's me, Anna Anderson.
Anna Anderson.
And second out is Nicola McAllister.
Okay.
And third one out is Caitlin Cameron.
So Group A, just a quick recap, is Anna Anderson, Nicola McAllister and Caitlin Cameron. So we'll move on to Group B.
Group B is Alison Grubb. Kelly Menzies. And this one must be Laura Thompson.
So quick recap, Group B is Alison Grubb, Kelly Menzies and Laura Thompson. We wish all the players good luck, including yourself, Anna.
Thank you.
Tell me, what do you think of your group?
Well, I don't take any of these girls for granted. They've all been amazing this year, so it'll be a battle for sure. Looking forward to it.
Definitely should be a close encounter in Group A. And Group B's got probably the two pre-tournament favourites in it. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plans out. So that's the women's draw. We will now move on to the senior section of the draw. So can I ask you kindly to pop them in there, please? So the senior section consists of 10 players this year. That will be played across both the Saturday and Sunday, and they will be drawn in groups A and B. So that will be 2 groups of 5 players each. In the group stage, you play each person once, and the top 2 from each group will progress to the semi-final stage. The remaining players then play into other playoffs. So the players that are 3rd and 4th in each group will play each other, and then the 2 bottom players in each group will play each other to completion across the 2 days. So we will crack on with drawing Group A.
Okay, first out we have Alan Morris.
So Alan Morris, local Bridgend player.
Gio Dunlop. Colin Murray.
The current number 1 in the rankings at the moment, Colin Murray.
And Colin Todd.
The battle of the Collins.
Finally in this group, we have Jose Rodriguez.
So we've got a very Bridgend feel to that group. So Group A, just to recap, is Alan Morris, Gio Dunlop, Colin Murray, Colin Todd and Jose Rodriguez. And we'll draw Group B.
Okay. First out, we have got Donnie McKenzie.
Fresh off an exceptional performance in Ireland last weekend. 3-time winner of the match play, Donnie McKenzie.
Will Morrison.
New to the 45s this season. I think he'll fancy a crack at this.
Gavin Howe.
The man chasing Colin Murray down in 2nd place in the rankings at the moment.
Martin McGregan. And James Dick.
Okay. So Group B is, recap on that, Donnie McKenzie, Will Morrison, Gavin Howe, Martin McGregan and James Dick. We will now go for a short break, a little promotional video, and we will be back with the men's draw. So you just saw the Scottish Open preview. If you haven't signed up, please do so. There's not too long left to sign up now, and we're nearly at the 180 players mark, so the spaces that are certainly starting to become quite limited. But back to the match play. We are now on to the men's draw. The men's format will consist of 36 players, which is 9 groups of 4. Within that, the top 2 from each group qualify for the knockout stages alongside the 6 best third-placed players. From there, every player will be ranked depending on the results in each group, and players ranked 1 to 8 will get a bye straight into the round of 16. The players ranked 9 to 24 will play in a playoff round, and then the tournament from there will follow a natural tournament tree, and every single placing will be played for, so you're guaranteed a lot of foot golf over 2 days. So we will draw groups A to D first. So groups A to D will be played across holes 1 to 9. So we'll crack on the draw. Group A.
Right then, first out we have Fraser Weir.
Former Scottish Open champion.
Next up we have McKerdley.
Another former Scottish Open champion.
And then Razvan.
Razvan, our favourite Romanian.
And fourth one in the group is Darren Cleary.
Darren Cleary, wow. We have had that's a headline group
That's our group, yeah.
right from the start. So Group A is Fraser Weir, Michael Eardley, Razvan Choyu and Darren Cleary. So we'll move on to Group B.
Okay. First out we have got Vincent Maguire.
So a lot of big names coming out over here.
Cameron Wallace.
A new local favourite.
George Robinson.
Who did say last night he didn't want to be drawn in the group of death the second year running.
And finally in this group we have Joe McCullough.
So Group B, good group. So Group B is Vincent Maguire, Cameron Wallace, George Robinson and Joe McCullough. Group C.
Okay, first out we have got Matt Noble.
The brains behind the operation in terms of what you'll see this weekend.
Craig McCullough.
Otherwise known as Cookie. Very, very good round this course. So Craig will be hoping for a big performance this weekend.
Yep. Sam McGoldrick.
Loves match play. Does Sam? It's where he thrives.
And finally in this group we have Stuart Campbell.
And for the first ever year, Stuart Campbell has avoided the group of death. So I think Stuart will be relatively happy with his draw, but it's a strong group. Group C is Matt Noble, Craig McCulloch, Sam McGoldrick and Stuart Campbell. So we'll move on to Group D.
First out, Group D is David Stewart.
Number 2 in the rankings at the moment, Gio. Next up.
Is Stephen Cameron.
Wow. So that's two national tour event winners this season in the same group.
Oh, there we go.
That one didn't want to get picked.
No,
Oh,
Gavin Craig.
goodness me. Second. For those that won't be able to see the other side of the camera, David Craig is praying his name doesn't
Hiding
appear.
behind these hands.
Likewise.
And the fourth person is Rory Cassidy.
What a group. So, Group D, unfortunately, Gio has found himself in a group of death yet again. So, Group D is David Stewart, Stephen Cameron, Gavin Craig, and Rory Cassidy. Remember, potentially only 2 players will qualify from that group.
Wow.
So, Group E, this is now the groups that will be playing from holes 10 to 18.
Okay, so first one out, we have got Kyle McGeegan.
Yep.
Dan Mains.
Dan having a particularly strong season so far, flying in the amateur section. Been very consistent all season.
And Joe Court.
Fresh off his Ulster Open victory at the weekend, looking to continue that good form.
And finally in this group, we have got Gary Thompson.
Local course knowledge will certainly help Gary this weekend, I would assume. So, Group E is Kyle McGeegan, Dan Mains, Joe McCourt and Gary Thompson. Group F.
Okay, first out for Group F is Callum Haig.
Yep. Is
Next
it gonna-
one is Neil Dave Quigley. Wow.
Wow. One that's good for either.
Third one is Michael Gaffney.
And the last up.
Last up is Peter McCabe.
So, Group F is myself, David Quigley, Michael Gaffney, and Peter McCabe. So, we'll now move on to Group G.
Okay, first up we have got Lucas Morris.
Lucas, that very, very nearly put me out in round 16 last year and had me properly worried at one point.
Some boy there. Okay, next up we have got John Neal.
Fresh from a strong performance over into Switzerland at the weekend, John.
Next in that group, we have William Hallett.
Willie Hallett.
And last one,
Yes.
is Robert McAllister.
That's Robert McAllister. So Group G is Lucas Morris, John Neal, William Hallett and Robert McAllister. Strong group, that one. So Group H, the second last group, hopefully.
First out, we have got William Mackay.
William Mackay, very strong match play player.
Next up, we have Neil Shave.
That's a tough opening tie in Group H for Neil. Some big names still to come out yet.
We have Ward.
I believe, in terms of big names, Ali Dick is still to come out as well.
And our final one for this group is James McNally.
Strong performance playing match play this season in the Eliminator competition, finishing inside the top 8 players with James. So you'll fancy some big name scalps again. So Group H, another strong group, is William Mackay, Neil Shave, Matthew Morgan and James McNally, which should leave us with 4 players for Group I.
Okay, first out we have got Alistair Dick. Gia Barra.
Yep.
Ronan Reid. And finally,
Hope there's one left.
Kyle McCourt.
So Group I,
All done.
brilliant. Group I is Ali Dick, Gia Barra, Ronan Reid and Kyle McCourt. Just for those that have just joined, I'll just run through the groups again. So the men's draw, Group A is Fraser Weir, Michael Airdley, Razvan Ochoyu, Darren Cleary. Group B is Vincent Maguire, Cameron Wallace, George Robertson and Joe McCulloch. Group C is Matt Noble, Craig McCulloch, Sam McGoldrick and Stuart Campbell. Group D, I think we're safe in calling this the group of death. David Stewart, Stephen Cameron, Gavin Craig and Rory Cassidy. Group E is Kyle McGreekin, Dan Mains, Joe McCourt and Gary Thompson. Group F is Callum Haig, David Quigley, Michael Gaffney and Peter McCabe. Group G is Lucas Morris, John Neal, William Hallett and Robert McAllister. Group H is William Mackay, Neil Shave, Matthew Morgan and James McNally, which is probably a close runner for the other group of death.
Definitely.
And Group I is Alistair Dick, Gia Barra, Ronan Reid and Kyle McCourt. So that concludes the full draw for the 2024 Scottish Matchplay Championships. We look forward to welcoming you all on Saturday and Sunday. And remember, there's a Euro spot up for grabs.